Adam's boots crunched against the crystalline surface of Kepler 442b as he made his way back to the research station. The twin suns cast long shadows across the alien landscape, painting everything in hues of amber and violet. After 3 months of cataloging the planet's unique flora, he thought he had seen everything this world had to offer. He was wrong. 2 small figures materialized from behind a cluster of luminescent trees, blocking his path with surprising determination. Adam froze, his hand instinctively moving to the plasma pistol at his hip, but stopped when he got a better look at his unexpected visitors. They were clearly alien, but unlike anything in the xenobiology databases. Standing barely 3 feet tall, they possessed delicate, almost ethereal features with large, expressive eyes that seemed to hold ancient wisdom. Their skin had a subtle iridescent quality, shifting between pale blue and silver in the fading light. Most remarkably, they appeared to be sisters, nearly identical except for the slight difference in the pattern of bioluminescent markings that traced along their arms and faces. The taller of the 2 stepped forward, her voice carrying a musical quality that seemed to resonate directly in Adam's mind. "Human Adam," she said, somehow knowing his name despite never having met. "I am Zara, and this is my sister Lyra. We have been watching you." Adam's training kicked in. First contact protocol demanded caution, but something about these beings radiated an aura of gentle intelligence rather than threat. "How do you know my name?" he asked, keeping his voice steady. Lyra, the shorter sister, tilted her head with an almost childlike curiosity. "Your kind broadcast thoughts like stars broadcast light. We did not mean to intrude, but your mind speaks of loneliness, of missing one called Kinza." The mention of his girlfriend back on Earth sent a jolt through Adam's chest. Kinza was indeed waiting for him, counting down the days until his research mission ended and he could return home. "You can read minds?" "Not read," Zara corrected gently. "More like feel the emotional currents. Your species is remarkably expressive in ways you do not realize." She paused, exchanging a meaningful glance with her sister. "We sense great sadness in you, Adam of Earth. You carry the weight of separation." Adam found himself relaxing despite the bizarre situation. There was something profoundly comforting about these small beings, an almost parental warmth that seemed to emanate from them. "It's been difficult being so far from home for so long." The sisters moved closer, and Adam noticed they seemed to glide rather than walk, their feet barely disturbing the crystalline ground. Lyra reached up, way up given her diminutive stature, and gently touched Adam's hand. The contact sent a wave of inexplicable peace through him. "On our world," Lyra said softly, "when one suffers from the pain of separation, it is traditional for the community to provide comfort. We are the last of our kind on this world, but we remember the old ways." "The old ways?" Adam asked, genuinely curious despite the strangeness of the situation. Zara nodded solemnly. "Shared warmth, shared dreams, shared healing. Tonight the cold winds come from the northern peaks. Your shelter is adequate for your physiology, but it does not address the cold that lives within your spirit." Then, in perfect unison, both sisters looked up at him with their large, luminous eyes and whispered, "Tonight, you sleep between us." Adam blinked, certain he had misheard. "I'm sorry, what?" "It is not what your human mind immediately assumes," Zara said with what might have been amusement. "Among our people, the ritual of shared rest is sacred, a way of temporarily binding spirits to ease suffering. We offer this to you as one being to another, recognizing your pain." Lyra added, "We sense you are honorable, Adam of Earth. Your thoughts are filled with love for your Kinza, not desire for others. This makes you safe to trust with our sacred tradition." As if to emphasize their point, the temperature began to drop noticeably as the twin suns dipped below the horizon. The sisters were right about the northern winds. Adam could already feel the bite of approaching cold. "But why help me?" Adam asked. "You don't even know me." The sisters exchanged another look, this one filled with ancient sadness. "Because," Zara said quietly, "we understand separation. We are the last of our kind. Our people were not destroyed by war or disaster, but by the simple passage of time and the failure to adapt to changes in our world. We carry the loneliness of an entire species. Yet," Lyra continued, "we learned that loneliness shared becomes manageable. Pain acknowledged becomes bearable. This is what we offer you. Not romance, not possession, but the simple comfort of not being alone with your sorrow." Adam felt his eyes water, moved by the profound generosity of these small beings. Here were creatures facing extinction, offering comfort to a stranger simply because they recognized his emotional pain. The ritual is simple, Zara explained as they began walking toward his research station. We rest together, sharing our dreams and allowing our life forces to interweave temporarily. You will dream of your Kinza, but the dreams will be peaceful rather than painful. We will dream of our lost people, but the dreams will be filled with hope rather than despair. As they reached his modest shelter, Adam realized this might be the most important first contact in human history, not because of technology or territorial agreements, but because of the simple, profound gift of compassion across species lines. Will this help you too? Adam asked as he opened the shelter door. Both sisters smiled, their bioluminescent markings pulsing gently in the darkness. Oh yes, Adam of Earth, Lyra whispered. Healing always flows both ways. That night, as promised, Adam slept between the two tiny alien sisters, and for the first time in months, his dreams of Kinza were filled with warmth instead of longing. And perhaps more importantly, two ancient beings found that their dreams of their lost world carried hope for tomorrow, rather than just grief for yesterday. In the morning, when Adam's fellow researchers found him, they could hardly believe his report. But the gentle glow of peace in his eyes and the two small figures watching serenely from the distant tree line suggested that sometimes the most profound discoveries come not from scientific instruments, but from the simple recognition that kindness transcends species. The galaxy, it seemed, had much to teach humanity about the power of compassion.